This video is on Carmen Carrera. She is a trans icon. She's a model, TV personality, burlesque performer, artist, and actress. I definitely recommend going and seeing Carmen's modeling work, her Instagram, things like that, because she's so beautiful. You are bound to fall in love with her hair and makeup for sure, and also her personality. I wanted to do this video to pay homage to Carmen, and the photo I used today was this one, and this is actually all hair and makeup, but I enjoyed this. The hair was very simple. It was just with, it's just a blowout with a Dyson, or with a Shark Flex style, I think it's called. But yeah, I really hope you enjoy this. Carmen, if you see this, thank you so much for being a legend and icon in the community and providing us with so much grace and beauty. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye. Okay, everyone, so we're starting out with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer, but this actually ran out halfway through my second eyebrow, so I went ahead and switched over to the P. Louise Oh So Browtiful Skinny Brow Pencil, I believe it's called, and I will be going ahead and finishing my eyebrows with that. Then we have the P. Louise Base, as usual, and we are going to be going ahead today and using the Star Wedding Palette by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And I will be using a couple of other shadows with this. So with the Star Wedding Palette, we're also going to be using the Eye Gloss Powder by Jeffree Star Cosmetics in the color Voyeurism, and the Jeffree Star Cosmetics 24 Karat Skin Frost Palette, and finally the Essence Welcome to Sin City palette. So to start off the eyes, we are going to go ahead with the color Committed from the Star Wedding palette, and we are placing that all over the crease and a little bit on the lid. And then on the lid, we'll be using Bridal Beauty. And then to darken that up at the base of the lash line, we'll be using I Do. And then a little bit closer to the lash line, we'll be using Under the Veil. For the Essence color, that's the color I used, or actually, sorry, I lied. The color I used after the Bridal Beauty shade was Sarcophagus from the 24 Karat Skin Frost Pro palette to lighten it up. I used the Essence Welcome to Sin City eyeshadow palette, and I used the 5th color in the palette. It's like a shimmery brown. And I used the Voyeurism eye gloss powder over top of that for some added shine. And then I did end up going back over a tiny bit in the center with Sarcophagus just to give it some depth. But as you could see, I am putting that darker brown color down towards the lash line. And because it's being placed on top of a shimmer, it still gives a shimmery effect. So it's not like it's going to show up completely matte. We don't want that to happen because Carmen has a shimmery eye in the photo. So as you can see there, just applying some of that Sarcophagus shade to brighten it up. And then that is the Under the Veil color I'm just using even closer to the lash line. Then we'll be going ahead and using the Made by Mitchell Black Milk Graph Ink Liquid Eyeliner. And I will be curling my lashes and then using Benefit Their Real Magnetic Mascara. Then I'll be going over my black eyeliner with the Think Show Lashes Serenade Magnetic Lashes. Oh, I totally forgot to mention that the color I have on my inner corner and on my brow is Grand Entrance from the Star Wedding palette. My apologies for not mentioning that sooner. And for lashes, okay, Benefit Their Real Magnetic Mascara. I always curl and apply mascara before the magnetic eyeliner because I find that it actually transfers onto the lash curler if you don't apply it after. So I'm using the Serenade lashes here. You can find a discount code for these below if you wish, of course. To clean it up, I'm using the Kirkland makeup wipes from Costco. Love these, been using these for years. Then I'm using the NYX Plump Right Back Serum and Primer. And I'll be going ahead with Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer. Now, did I go a little overboard on the foundation and coverage? Yes, because Carmen's is more of a sheer look. Carmen's, like, you can see her skin through it. It's very effortless and beautiful. Did I get away from myself? Yes, I did. And that's that. So I'll be using the L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation. I will be kind of smearing that all over my face with a brush, applying that all over, and then I'll go back in with a Real Techniques beauty sponge to blend that out and get rid of any brush streaks, as well as kind of give it a skin texture as opposed to just sitting directly on top of the skin like sometimes you can get with a brush. And I find that it's just easier than going ahead and, applying it in dots with a beauty sponge. Sometimes I find when you apply it with dots, you don't get you don't get enough coverage all over. And in this instance, maybe I should have done that because I didn't need as much coverage, but we're here. We're coveraged. Get used to it. And then I'll be using the Makeup Revolution Ultra Cream Bronzer in the color Light. And I will be applying that on my forehead, along the perimeter of my cheekbone, or my cheeks, along the perimeter of my face, and then down my jawline a little bit. Obviously, I know that I am in no way, shape, or form as close to the gorgeous tan that Carmen has. These photos are just like so flawless, and I was like, I need to recreate this. And I thought I should fake tan for this because she looks so golden and bronzy, but I didn't. Then I'll be going ahead and applying Made by Mitchell Peach Sugar Blursh, and I will be doing that all over the cheeks, as you see. And then I'll be using the MAC Cosmetics. There is a white one, shivering white, I'll be using under my eyes, and then a skin color along the rest of my face. And for setting powder, I'll be using the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder. I apply this all over my face, but for under my eyes, I apply it along the perimeter of my face, perimeter of my cheekbone, and then fan in under my eyes to make sure that I don't have a lot of cakiness or creasing under there, because I want to have the effect of loose powder, but I don't want to have the look of loose powder. I hope that makes sense. So that is the white, the shivering white that I mentioned there. I use a little densely packed dome brush to apply that. And then I use a large densely packed brush. And that, as you can see there, is the loose powder that I start at my temple or my outer cheekbone and then fan in. For bronzer or contour, I'll be using the Marc Jacobs Tan-tastic Omega Bronze. I kind of do bronzer and contour all in one. I don't really use a different step. You can if you want, of course, but that's just me. For blush, powder blush, I'll be using the Sheglam Tangerine Lightweight Matte Blush, and I will be applying that along the upper apple of my cheek, like a little bit on the upper portion on the outside of my cheekbone, so to speak. You'll see where my placement is. Of course, after loose powder, I go ahead and I fan it all away. I totally forgot to mention that, but I just use the same brush that I used for my pressed powder to fan it all away. So as you can see there, I use the blush along the perimeter of my cheek a little bit. And then I'll be using the Colourpop Flexetarian highlighter. For under the eyes, I used the Made by Mitchell Black Track All Smudge No Budge pencil. And then I just used the color that I used in my crease, the Committed color, and then I used I Do under my eyes. For lips as well, once I'm done with this, I'll apply the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner as well as the lipstick. And then over top of that, I will be using Revlon Sandstone Lip Lacquer. For hair, it was super simple. I just did a blowout with my Shark Flex style. It was so easy and so effortless, and that's what Carmen gives, is effortless, flawless beauty. So I really hope you guys enjoy the video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.